Hello, my name is Matthew, also known as MT Wolf 2270 on the Firewall community. I'm going to take a moment today to explain how to use the WayPoint feature within Minelab XChange 2 software. I'm in my Myrtle Beach folder, a place that I go on vacation, and I'm using this because it's a generic location and obviously wouldn't give away some of my good hunting places. Now, we all know that this particular use of this feature might not be effective for beach hunting because beach conditions can change each tide or any given day. So just because you have a really productive spot on the beach doesn't always mean it would be a really productive spot on the beach. But this same logic that I'm going to show you, this same technique, could be used for, say, a large field or a battle site that you have permission to hunt. Anywhere you obviously have permission to hunt that you want to be able to mark a position that was productive that you want to go back. Because we all know we hunt a lot of different places and then we'll leave a place for a while and then we go back and it's been a long time and the area by the big oak tree that you think is productive really isn't the same oak tree that you found all the things that was very productive before. So by using this feature, you can simply narrow that down to a 3 to 6 foot radius within 3 to 6 feet of where you were very productive. So for this example, we're going to use my Myrtle Beach folder, and this looked like a pretty productive spot on the beach for me. So what you simply do is you grab your waypoint icon and you drag it to the area. Now, you could put it right here, and to grab it, and I guess I should explain that. To grab it, you simply use the left mouse button, press and hold, and drag it over here. You could put it right here in the middle of all these, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to pull it just a little bit out so we can easily see it and define it on the screen. Once we depress the button, it actually marks that spot. So now we have the longitude and latitude, the rough approximate area of where we were very productive. All we do at this point is simply give it a name so that we can transport it to the CTX, go into the menu where the CTX keeps it in the GeoStore, and actually navigate to that spot. So for this example, we're going to call it hot spot at beach. Now if we wanted to give a little more description, we simply highlight the description area and we say area we found several rings. Several rings. Now, we simply click Save New, and it saves the waypoint. Now, it's going to save it in my Myrtle Beach folder because that's the folder that I'm currently in. If you were in a field or if you were at a home site or whatever the venue was that you were wanting to use the waypoint feature, you would obviously need to be in the appropriate folder. Once you have the waypoint created, we can click Edit, and it will bring the waypoint up, and all of our information has been saved, longitude and latitude. Now, to get that information to the CTX, we simply left click it one time, highlight it, press and hold the left mouse button, drag it to the CTX folder, and put it in. We've now, as you can see down here, we've now copied one item to the CTX, and I accidentally zoomed out when I did that. But as you saw down there, it actually copied one item to the CTX. So if you look now in the CTX, which is where I'm in now, I'm actually in the CTX, I'm no longer in the Myrtle Beach folder, you can actually see it has that information stored. I switch back to my Myrtle Beach folder. I go back to my Myrtle Beach display of my find points, including the waypoint we just created. So we've created a waypoint and we've put it into the CTX. Now we're ready to go, we're ready to use that. This feature is very, very useful because, you know, there are times that you find these productive spots and you go back and you want to hunt the spot and you think you're on the spot and you're not, as I said earlier. So this is a great way to do that. You don't have to use any other software. You don't have to use any other map software. You don't have to use a MapQuest or whatever because you can do all of this within Exchange, within the Exchange software. You can also use the waypoint feature by saying if you know you're going to hunt somewhere, and I'll use another generic location. I'm not going to use a field or a home site because I don't want to give away somebody's hunting ground, including my own. So we'll do another generic beach. We'll say Panama City Beach. And this would work the same as if this would work exactly the same for any map environment. So let's say we know we're going to be down here at Panama City Beach, and we know we're going to be staying here at Days Inn, this Days Inn Panama City beachfront, and we know we're going to hunt this area right here. And this would apply, like I said, if it was a big plantation home somewhere in South Carolina, we would do the same thing. We would pick an area that, or maybe, we were looking on a map and we saw an area that looked like an old cellar hole or an old church foundation or an old home site foundation. We could use the same method. We basically grab the waypoint, we drag the waypoint to whatever area spot on the map that we want to hunt, and we're going to say right here behind Hooters. We want to go hunt right here behind Hooters. So we're going to mark that location. And now we have a longitude and latitude, a fixed position. So basically, we would go through the same process of giving it a temporary name. So we'll call it demo point, and we'll create the demo point, and it's going to be area to start hunt. And we give it a description. So now, what we could do with this, again, go through the same process, save the data. Again, it's saving it in my Myrtle Beach folder. And what that would allow us to do is that's using the Minelab XChange 2 software, using its map feature by navigating the search area, selecting an area that you want to search, taking a find point, marking the find point location, saving it, and transferring it to the CTX. Same thing. We click it, left click the mouse button, left click and hold, drag and drop to the CTX. Now we have copied, as you saw it popped up on the screen, we have copied that item to the CTX. I'll make another video explaining how to actually take this information on the CTX and navigate directly to a waypoint and use what we just learned in Exchange 2 about the waypoint actually in the field with the CTX, how to navigate to that location. I hope this video has been informative. I hope this helped you. Once again, my name is Matt, MTWolf2270. Thank you.